Okay, so then let's get going. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Welcome, regardless of where you are, if you are in your home country or if you are abroad as Timothy. So for those of you that this is your first community meeting, welcome to this space. What you will see that we try to do here is we will start just by discussing a bit what the stats, what the metrics of the community are going in terms of the community growth, contributions, and so on. And we also like to get people hyped either about very, very recent releases, or today it's going to be a different case because we are going to start talking about the new awesome features that we're going to be sharing on the release 1.2. That's going to be beginning of October. And after that, today we have a very special guest. We have Haitem from Whoop, who is going to share their experience and their use about open metadata. And we will end with Teddy with an awesome webinar about the data quality features that we have here at Open Metadata. If you have any questions, please feel free to use the chat, either for questions or to say hi from wherever you are in the world. The rest of the team is going to be helping you get the answers that you need during the talk. But in any case, we're going to try our best just to put 5-10 minutes at the end in case that you want to have. Just raise your hands, raise your voices, and ask any questions about the content that we shared today. So this is how the community has been behaving for this past month. We understand it's August, people are on vacations, but still we have had 100 more stars. We have had almost 200 new community members finally was able to speak that out in Slack, and almost 100 new members in Twitter and in Medium. So folks, if you don't want to miss any news, feel free to join Slack. In there, you will see the announcements about office hours, about new releases, and so on. We also have the support channel where you can ask any questions that you have about the product. So the team and the rest of the community are more than welcome to assist you there. And also, if you haven't done that yet, please go to GitHub, start the project. This will help us a lot into spreading the word. As always, we love community contributions. Even in summer, 8 new people put the time and the effort into opening issues, opening PRs against the repo. So thank you very much to all of you that you either go in GitHub, find the good first issues and try to collaborate and help us out in there, as well as those that say, hey, I'm using open metadata, I have this pain point. You reach out to us in Slack, you want to get something fixed, something addressed, and you directly open the PR. That's awesome as well. So thanks a lot to those of you that have been sharing your time and your passion for open metadata with us during August. Now, in terms of metrics, we are very stable at around 50 PRs being merged every week. That's how we make sure that open metadata and Collate, they grow as the pace that they are doing right now, because we have a very fast team together with the awesome contributions that we showed before. And in terms of questions, we had a bit of more relaxed summer. I think that the past month we had around like 700-ish questions total in just 4 weeks. This time we were able to stabilize things at 500. We guess that this is due to the vacations. So all of those that you are getting back, you are starting the new course, you want to try open metadata. Any questions that you have, please go into support and you will see your number just popping up those bars for the next meeting. And before we move to the next topic, release 1.2, we are aiming at October 6th to have that released, and we have a lot of awesome features. So for those of you that did not see all of the cool UI changes that we did on 1.1, now all of those changes, they are going into the Chrome extension as well, together with other improvements. So we are adding the Chrome extension support for Snowflake, for BigQuery. So even for those new big serverless data warehouses, you are going to be able to use the Chrome extension to get the details of your tables directly on your browser. You still have all of the information that you need in OpenMetadata, but using the Chrome extension should help you. Just do not lose the context on the actions that you are directly doing on the source. And you see that some of these features actually have the Collate logo next to them. This is because on release 1.2, we are going to start rolling out some features that are going to be only for the Collate version of OpenMetadata. As you know, OpenMetadata is this open source project. Anyone can go in there, can contribute, can install it, can play without, and just do anything that you need with it. But if you want to use OpenMetadata as a software as a service, from Collate, we are giving you that offering where we take care of all the upgrades, all the management, and so on, as well as just helping you with any questions, any issues that you might be facing. But on top of that, starting from release 1.2, we're going to be bringing as well some Collate-only features that are going to be built on top of the same foundations that we have in OpenMetadata. So these features here that we are going to put on Collate for 1.2 are the Knowledge Center, where you are going to be able to link and put documentation so that the rest of the people in your team can actually pick up all the extra context that they might need, all these external resources that might be useful for them in order to keep drilling into the data and the metadata usage that they have. We are going to be expanding the customization of the landing page. I'm not sure if you saw already in 1.1 that we have those nice widgets of the KPIs. So we are going to give some flexibility on adding and changing those on open source, but we are going to expand this customization a lot for Collate. And the final Collate piece that it's going to be out there for 1.2 is cost analysis reports. So in the data insights, now you have the analytics and the metrics. You basically see how your data platform is performing, how your different teams are covering descriptions and ownerships and so on. And what we are going to be adding on 1.2 and on 1.3 as well are new dashboards in terms of how your data assets are accessed, how are they actually changed, and so on. And we are going to be giving you more metrics and more insights on actually how much those assets end up costing you crossed with the usage that they are happening into the platform. So stay tuned for all of these features. We are going to be sharing as well the roadmap in the channel. So either give me a couple of minutes and I will share that. Otherwise, if someone has the roadmap at hand and you would like to share it on the chat, that would be awesome. Now, enough of Collate-only features. Awesome things that are going to be back in OpenMetadata and 1.2. Super awaited domains and data products. This is something that you folks have been asking on the support, on the features request channel, on the general channel for quite some time already. So we are putting a lot of effort into making sure that both domain and data products are going to be first-class citizens in OpenMetadata. So the same way that today you can tag and you can put owners into your assets, you are going to be able to assign domains, you're going to be able to search by domain, to filter by domain. So all of these operations just to make sure that you can fully integrate the domains into your organization, into how you want to share, how you want to manage the accesses and so on into your assets. Domains are going to be there for you. And in terms of the ingestion and backend, we are bringing now finally, yes, the Elasticsearch connector. We didn't have enough time on the latest release, but we have had enough time now. This is actually already developed. We wanted to make sure that we were able to bring that out. So we are just tuning the last UI details, but we are going to bring this Elasticsearch connector for you to see the indexes directly into OpenMetadata. We are also going to bring support for stored procedures. So this is something that we are currently developing. We're going to be able to ingest the stored procedures from Snowflake, from BigQuery, and from Redshift. And then bit by bit, we're going to be expanding the coverage in other connectors. So if there's some connectors that you would like to see, say, hey, I'm using this or that database, please feel free to reach out to us. Please feel free to open an issue in GitHub, and we can then keep expanding this coverage. Or if you want to take a look and work on the implementation, we can help you as well. And we have also been working very, very hard into improving the performance of different pieces of the API, both when we are writing information into Open Metadata, as well as how we are getting this information back into the UI to make sure that the experience is great, the experience is fast, and you can see as soon as possible into the UI all the information that you need. And thank you to all of you for being here, for sharing this time with us, for your questions. And I will see you in Slack. I will see you hopefully in some issues, some PRs, or otherwise we'll see you next month. Thank you.